Hello ladies and gentlemen, today's video is going to be rather short. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my NAT history. It's going to be rather short, as I said. April 29th, I initiated my position. I purchased 100 shares at $7.44. Big mistake. I purchased 100 more shares at $6.80. I sold 100 shares at $6.15. So I was at a loss. I purchased another 50 shares at $5.87. Purchased another 50 shares at $5.39. We're up to May 5th now. Purchased another 50 shares at $4.95. Going into smaller increments on May 14, purchased 20 shares at $4.86. May 18, purchased 20 shares at $4.77. On May 19, purchased 10 shares at $4.57. You can see it's a downtrending thing. I'm hoping for it to bounce back. On May 26, I purchased another 20 shares at $4.36. May 27, I sold 20 shares at $4.61. So I made a little bit of a recovery right there. Sold one share at $4.69. Sold one share at $4.66. Purchased 10 shares at $4.45. It's a wash, basically. On 6/2, I purchased another 100 shares at $4.34. I got paid a $42 dividend on June 5th. On June 23rd, I purchased another 100 shares at $4.25. On August 20th, I lost a whole lot of money. I had 10 contracts that expired. They went worthless. On September 4th, I received a $100 dividend. On September 23rd, I purchased another 50 shares at $3.53. On October 30th, I sold all of my position, 550 shares at $2.83. Overall, my loss is 45.27%. My overall investment was $2,844.17. My losses added up to $1,287.67. Why close out the position? What am I doing? Well, I need to register this loss. It's good for me because I'm gonna be harvesting it when it comes time for taxes for all the other positions that I did go up on. At the end of the day, this was an extremely small position for me. It's not really gonna impact me that much at the end of the day. So, all right, well, you have about $1,500. What are you gonna do with the rest of the shares? I have exactly $1,556.50. What I ended up doing is I bought 100 shares of IPOB, Open Door. It's been coming down. It's close to my original purchase price. I'm happy it came down. I can just load up on more shares. It's a little bit scary right now what's going to happen with the mortgage industry, what's going to happen with interest rates, what's happening with housing. But at the end of the day, artificial intelligence is going to win out. Open Door should make money. Rocket Mortgage should win. For whatever reason, I feel like everybody's trying to take a piece out of Zillow's pie. And I actually feel like everyone can successfully do it because Zillow has had a great market lead for a long time, but what are you doing with it, you know? You can't be everywhere all the time, all at once. You can't service all of the agents. You can't service all of the clients. You can't host all of the properties listed for sale. You can do most of it, but you can't be the best at all of it. So Open Door, Rocket Mortgage will probably be able to take a nice chunk of Zillow's winnings here. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm not interested in another dividend from NAT. I'm not interested in that stock price going any lower, any higher. I'm done with NAT. As for a few other positions that I should go over real quick, let me grab my phone. We'll see what we can come up with. I recently purchased 2 more contracts for Tesla, so that did need a little bit more cash, some liquidation, so that helped out some. Facebook is at a good time. If you're gonna get into Facebook, you should do it the day after elections because a lot of implied volatility will release from the options, and you can pretty much expect Facebook to go back up to 300, no problem. If you can get a good option in that situation, you should be able to do that. Apple is at 110-ish. I don't want to get in at that price, but that might be as low as it goes because they're constantly putting out new press releases with, hey, we're still a hip company doing good stuff. Expect Uber to pop after the election based on what happens in California. Following Spotify. Spotify is at a good price right now. I got into Spotify at roughly this price, a little bit lower. If you want to get into it, it's just a good buy. I think it's going to grow. Spotify is the #1 brand on music streaming, music platforms. Apple is trying, Amazon is trying, Google is trying. Pandora is doing it, but basically everybody knows Spotify and Pandora. Everybody else is just trying, but they're not anybody. They're not worth it. One more piece of news that I like to put out. I sold my contract for Nordstrom, JWN. I know it has good potential for 5xing, but I feel like by the time that happens, I can get a better return somewhere else. So if you think Nordstrom is still good or whatever, let me know, but I think I'd rather have my money at Tesla at the current price. I think Tesla will quickly get to 800 rather than Nordstrom getting from $12 to $24. Reasonably thinking, more realistically, Tesla is a better chance of getting to 800 rather than Nordstrom getting to 24. I had 10 more contracts for NAT. Total I put into that was 10 cents per contract, so it was $100 altogether. I sold all of the contracts for 1 cent was my bid price. They were sold for 2 cents. So I got $20 back. I lost 80% of my money in there. I received almost $40 dividend from GOF, and I received a $45 dividend from NRZ. It's far from where it was and where it used to be, but I have a pretty good feeling about keeping NRZ. I have a contract for NRZ. If it gets higher above $10, $12, I will execute that contract and I'll go ahead and purchase NRZ shares at $5 a piece, because I bought this contract when it was way below $5 for NRZ, when it was in the middle of a March situation. Again, if there's any questions, you're welcome to ask me, and I'll definitely follow up with you and I'll let you know what's going on. I'm eventually going to do a full breakdown of what all my positions are. Right now I'm doing a heavier video. It's taken me a while to get out. It's about QQQ, whether to get into it or not. I don't know how popular it'll be, but I'm going to put it out anyway. Hopefully you like it. I'm not sure. I don't know, but well, we'll see. All right. Bye.